For my archival object, I created a short analog horror-style video by re-editing the 3D renders I made during the semester. I wanted to see how mood and meaning could completely change when familiar visuals were placed in a darker, more mysterious context. By adding glitch textures, grain and slow distorted sound, I gave the footage a new tone that hints at something hidden beneath the surface. I made this choice to explore how editing and presentation can transform emotion in digital art, how a small change in rhythm, lighting or sound can tell an entirely different story. The analog horror approach tied everything together, turning my semester's exercises into one continuous archive that feels both personal and unsettling. Week 1. Observation. The puddle reflection appears first. It was originally about perception after rain, but now it feels like the moment when the archive first looks back. The shifting light and quiet sound create the sense that something in the reflection is alive. Week 2. Tinkering next. Comes the low poly rabbit. The random distortions become a metaphor for loss of control, an experiment that starts playful and ends unpredictable. It represents how curiosity can easily tip into unease. Week 3. Found objects. Here the shell connected to a guitar string hums with reversed audio. This part explores how familiar materials start to speak differently when their context changes, like the sound of the work itself trying to answer back. Week 4. Discussions of place. The dim, messy room shows isolation through lighting. Warm tones and scattered objects create stillness, but also tension, as though the environment remembers whoever was once there. Week 5. Object-oriented ontology. The trash pile shadow forms a faint tower shape. This sequence suggests that even discarded things can rebuild meaning when seen from a new angle. Objects that seem finished still carry potential. Week 7. Time. Numbers roll endlessly across an hourglass surface. This scene became the heartbeat of the video, time as repetition rather than progression. It loops on itself, mirroring the creative process. Week 8. Forces. The looping keyboard key presses itself. It started as a small motion study, but in this context it feels autonomous, like the work continuing even when I stop creating. It closes the cycle and brings the archive full circle. Week 9. Character, environment and action. The PS1 style cat-breathing fire over a city began as parody, but now it feels like the digital world collapsing in on itself. This one mixing humour with destruction and shows how action defines character. Across all these works, the main ideas that emerged for me were reflection, repetition, and transformation. Each project began as observation, but gradually turned into something alive, changing meaning through time and process. The work I found most enjoyable was Week 7, Time, because it captured the feeling of time as both endless and fragile, always moving, yet never finished. That project reminded me that motion itself can tell a story. Through this course, I've learned that experimentation and atmosphere are central to my practice. Instead of aiming for perfection, I now focus on how subtle shifts in tone or rhythm can create emotion. These lessons will guide my future work in animation and digital media, helping me combine technical skills with the quiet, reflective storytelling I enjoy most.